So you're struggling to defend post-patch NFC 25. Well, here's why.
Griezmann, 3 men around him, and somehow finds some space. Ronaldo, fantastic opening, the drive back.
He's made himself the tiniest bit of space.
Almost feels like a bit of a talk. Didn't really go for him. Oh! The display there is absolutely ridiculous. The Elastico on the goal line. On the goal line, the finest.
We
of
talked about
margins.
Aussie FIFA. He's not here to make up the numbers.
The new patch has brought us right back to the drawing board when it comes to defending in EAFC 25, and it's humbled a lot of us. This is simply because the AI no longer assists us like it used to. This new patch has brought us back to FIFA 19, where manual defending prevailed. Firstly, I want to compare FIFA 17 and 19 gameplay to the current iteration post-patch. As you can see, the AI in the older iteration assisted us in the defense much less, and this goes the same for FC 25 post-patch. It means that to successfully defend post-patch, it requires constant right stick switching to control all of your defenders at once and push them up to put pressure onto the opponent while simultaneously keeping defensive shape. Hence, you want to practice right stick switching between your defenders to keep them moving and keep them in their position while running them up slightly. As you can see, MS Dosseri in FIFA 19 was doing exactly this, consistently switching between all defenders to push them up slightly and keep control of his whole defense, because if you just control one defender, unfortunately the opponent will run rings around you because the AI no longer does anything. And this is the same for FC 25 post-patch. Additionally, since the AI is more passive post-patch, we must utilize second man press to our advantage to push up another defender simultaneously with the defender we have control of. This ensures the second defender closest to the ball carrier is not stagnated. With that being said, you shouldn't activate second man press with the same player for too long, otherwise, well, he'll run far out of his position. And this is where quick, constant switching comes in, because if you're constantly switching, it means you're not second man pressing constantly with the same player, as you're switching to another player in another location on the pitch. Hence, the second man presser will be different because it's always the second closest to the player that you have control of. And there are various techniques which you can use to assist you with this. It might be the run up switch off technique, which you run up with the first defender and then switch off to the one that's next to him, hold second man press, and then run up with the other defender so that they run up in twos, okay? And this is how you keep a line between them, and you repeat this process when defending in FC 25, and it allows us to press the opponent and at least defend sufficiently enough without having to be passive in the defense, which is what the problem is now post-patch, since the AI does absolutely nothing. And lastly, I want to talk about your ability to jockey correctly and line up, and this involves correct control of your defenders with the left stick when you activate your speed jockey. You must ensure that you don't overcommit, because overstepping your mark usually happens when you accidentally are too aggressive with the left stick, or you might only be holding sprint accidentally when you go in for the tackle when you should be holding L2 and R2, so that you have more control and it activates the speed jockey movements of your defender. This is super important post-patch, mainly because the jockey mechanics have also been adapted to be more manual in nature, and you need to really caress that left stick, ensure you're lining up the defender with the attacker so that you don't overstep your mark. And this includes using techniques like the zigzag technique. You want to move slightly back and forth with the left stick to ensure that he stays in line with the player on the ball. Another technique might be the approach, back off and approach technique, where you go in, you then back off to buy time and hold your position, and then go in again for the final tackle. That is how you should jockey, and that is how you should control your defenders in FC 25 post-patch.
I am coaching one-on-one, and I've been taking my clients to the elite division throughout this year, okay? I'm a pro player with many years of experience. If you want one-on-one help, you can check out the academy. The link is down below.